going to start with the principles of Faster Way, which I wore this shirt today, and it says fast, lift, eat, rest. And I'm going to start with these are the pillars of our program, and it is called Faster Way to Fat Loss because we do implement intermittent fasting. What is intermittent fasting? Why do we do it? I hear a lot of, I've done it in the past, it didn't work for, or I have lost weight and can't lose any more, or I can't fast. I have to have breakfast and I just am terrible at it. And that's what I thought. But come to find out, I was fasting inappropriately. I was starving myself, you all. I thought, oh, I've, because I had two of my good friends were faster way coaches, and I thought, I don't need anybody to tell me how to fast. I can do that on my own. I don't want to pay for somebody to tell me how to do that. So I would skip breakfast, eat around 12, 1, and then just do my normal eating schedule, which was not very good food or not eat again until dinner. And I found myself being so hungry in the mornings, like I couldn't make it till 11 or 12 because I was essentially starving. So fasting is most important when you're fed correctly. The most important part of fasting is honestly the eating window. And that's something we really focus on in Faster Way. We typically do a 16-8 protocol, which means fast for 16, eat for 8, but that doesn't fit every woman. When I do your new client assessment and get to know you, I'll ask and that can be changed. But so an example of that would be stopping eating around dinner time if that's 7 or 8 for your family, and then breaking your fast the next day around 11 or 12. The benefits of intermittent fasting are astronomical. One of the main ones that I want to share about are gut health and fat loss. Fasting for 12 hours is essential for gut health at the cellular level, for cellular resiliency, for autophagy, for the cells to really clean up and turn over. No one should be sleeping on food. Honestly, our bodies don't get to rest as well. So that's why we stop after dinner. And the 12 hours is essential for gut health. Beyond 12 hours is where science proves, after 12 hours, you start burning fat for energy. When we consume food, specifically carbs, all food, we store that food, the glucose of the food is stored as glycogen in our muscles. After 12 hours, our bodies kind of done burning through carbs, glucose, glycogen, whatever you want to call it, our preferred energy source. We're done burning through all that and we're looking for something else. So that's where we start burning fat for energy. If you're undernourished and you're not eating enough after those 12 hours, your body will find something to eat and it will start to attack your tissue. That can be your lean muscle mass. That can be your thyroid. That can be other organs, and they can down regulate or function at a lower level because your body has to survive. So fasting is so important for gut health. It is so important for fat loss because we're going to really dip into that. I want to make you a fat burner. Gut health, we're getting rest on that stomach. Our cells can heal. We another huge thing that we focus on in Faster Way with gut health is whole food nutrition. We try to really trim out our processed food. Is this getting too windy? Okay. Really try to trim out our processed food and eat processed food at a minimum. Like I said, this is not the whole 30, so it's not a a raw carrot all day, every day for each meal. We have a window of eating that fun food, that bar, that shake, that I'm having a birthday party on Saturday. I am eating cake with my child. That we have those moments and we can enjoy that. I tell every woman, if there's something that you love, I want you to have that forever. And a key to a lot of this is moderation. Like you don't need to be having bacon 3 meals a day, 7 days a week. You don't need to be having Coke or pasta or anything. But if you have that pasta that you love, that can be your treat. I want you to enjoy that. That's going to fit in your life. If it's something that you can't ever have, that will create a negative mentality and a mindset that's going to, all you can do is think about that and how you can't have that. So everything is on the table. So that's a bit about fasting. Lifting, obviously, we are really big into strength training. Muscles, our musculoskeletal system, it is the organ of longevity. It is one to focus on. Um, for a high quality of life. We all want to be strong, independent women, especially as we age. The more muscle you have on you, the more fat you burn, the higher your metabolism goes because you're nurturing that muscle. You have to prepare and care for that muscle. So we really focus on maintaining and building lean muscle mass. And I'm not talking about Hulk or She Woman, or if you're my age, we saw the wrestler China. I don't know if anybody remembers China, the wrestler, but we're not going to look like that. It is really hard for a woman to look like a bodybuilder. We're not even going there. But I prefer at least a minimum of 100 grams per for a woman, but this is going to be different because I coach some women that are very petite. They may not need 100 grams, and some women need more. So this is all to you, but a rough rule is around 90 grams minimum per day. So we'll discuss that. But with our strength training, we're going to build that lean muscle mass. It's going to burn that fat. It's going to give us that womanly figure, that form. We're going to have those muscles to build a form that you want. So we lift well. Our workouts are 30 minutes or less. We're in and out, no more, no less. We have scientifically and studies prove that specifically for females, which most studies are done on men, by the way, specifically for females, we do better with less taxing of our hormones, our adrenals, and our body. So 30 minutes focused specific workout is very effective for ladies. I am a previous hour and a halfer. You need to be in the gym that long. You need to be running. You need to do a full workout plus cardio. It took me a really long time to trust the workouts. So that's something that's very beneficial. 30 minutes in and out. They can be done at home, done at the gym. I personally do all the home workouts. I just take them to the gym because I have a heavier weight selection there. What if I do other workouts like Peloton? Can I fit into this? Okay, so if this is my honest stance. I have two honest stances. If you have something you love and that keeps you moving, I don't want to take that away from you. And so in Faster Way, I want to meet you where you are and find a day that your Peloton runs fit in best with our nutrition cycle. So we do 2 low carb days a week, and we typically do HIIT training on those days. So maybe those could be your Peloton rides day. Do a HIIT ride, get your ride in. And also you'll notice with our Faster Way workouts, we do them 30 minutes, and then after the workout, it says, if you want, you can do 20 minutes of what's called LISS, which is low intensity steady state cardio. So jump on your Peloton, do 20-minute ride on your bike, but you don't need to be doing it to kill yourself. I want you to enjoy your bike. My other really honest stance of this, if someone comes at me, they love their bike, they love their group class, I'll say, well, are you getting results? Or obviously you would not be coming to me if you weren't having results. So I would really like for you to, for the 6 weeks, do the program as listed, follow the workouts, follow the things. And that's where it's created for that. It's created for that. So but I have tons of women that have their thing. And so when they go to CrossFit, I have them do the CrossFit HIIT workout on Monday and Tuesday and then do strength the other days. So I'm flexible with that, but I will point blank 100% tell you, you're going to see the best results if you do the program. So I owe that to you. I owe you my honesty. So that's my stance on workouts. But honestly, any movement's great. I love people getting walks. I have a lot of women that'll say, "Oh, I'm active. I'm a teacher, or I'm with my grandchild, or I get my walks in," and that's great. You should be active, but I want you to know that that's not considered exercise and it's not strength training. So I do like to make sure you're getting in that. That is a difference. Continue all your steps and activity. That's better for you in the long run, but there's a difference between being active and strength training. And I don't want you to be dismayed on that. So the other thing, eating, I'll discuss that. Once you join Faster Way, I set your custom nutrition goals. So I tell you exactly how much to eat each day of our main nutrition. We focus on macros using some nursing terminology. Macro means large. Nutrients is the nutrition that you're getting. They are the nutrients that we need in the largest volume. So we need proteins, fats, and carbs in the largest amount. Other micronutrients are like your vitamins, minerals, potassium, sodium, magnesium. Those are micronutrients that come through your diet, but not the macros. So that's what a macro is. Protein, fats, and carbs. I teach my clients anything that came from the ground or had a mama is fair game. So we're talking chicken, steak, shrimp, pork, fish, salmon, tuna, eggs. Those are great proteins. Any carbohydrate, which is going to be rice, oats, baked potato, sweet potato, all of your lovely fruits. Every vegetable, every fruit, everything that you want is there. Our healthy fats come in from avocados, eggs, olive oils, healthy oils, almonds, nuts, nut butters. I like to eventually get to a sugar-free nut butter, but that's not a first thing for me. That's something we work on. Those are some salmon. Lots of fishes have great healthy fats. So that's what you're going to work on. In my family, people ask if I follow the plan to a T, and I don't. I look at it each week, each day. All right, this is a great idea. I'm throwing this in, or I'm not going to be home today, but when I'm at Panera Bread, I can order this type of salad, type of thing. So just kind of look what's up and know what to order. My family, we eat a lot of breakfast for dinner, meatloaf and vegetables, steak, chicken, shrimp, pork, and vegetables, sheet pan dinners. So put on your chicken tenders, your green beans, and your sweet potatoes, pop it in the oven, you have a full dinner. So sheet pan meals. We do a lot of crock pot meals. I was raised on roast and potatoes and carrots, so that fits the menu. It's all whole foods. We eat a lot of burrito bowls, hamburger bowls. So some people will say, well, can my children eat it? Absolutely. And if I'm being really honest, which I pledge, your children should be eating it. They shouldn't be eating Kraft mac and cheese each night. That's okay, but it doesn't need to be a staple in their diet. They need to be exposed to foods. And I love empowering women to feed their families correctly. So like, for example, if it's a burrito bowl and you know your kids don't love rice or beans at the moment, that's okay. My boys like the little tortilla shells, the scoops, and so I'll put in the taco meat in there, and they have their own little their mini burrito bowls. So just making it work towards them, and they're going to get that protein, and they'll have a vegetable or a fruit. But don't overcomplicate it. My thing is, I want to work on mama first. And when you develop your confidence and your knowledge and your power, it will seep through you, just like your leadership with your family and your children are. So meals are family friendly. We eat gluten-free spaghetti and meatballs, gluten-free pizza. It's everything you're eating. I'm just gonna freshen it up. I'm gonna tighten it up. We're gonna find more whole foods. We're gonna get rid of that margarine and get kind of a dairy-free butter or use more oils, things like that. So that's how the food goes. In my class, I'll set your nutrition for you. You track it, and each night you share with me your nutrition log. And from there, that's where I coach you. So if your protein looks low today, I'm going to say, hey, why was your protein low? And kind of really work on that. If your protein is significantly low for 3 or 4 or 5 days, I'm going to be like, okay, Ashley, we really need to chat. Your protein's low. Let's really get some tips. Have you looked at the meal plan? Have you tried to divide your meals by the day? So like if you have 90 grams of protein, you're eating 3 times, you need 30 grams of protein. Those are like the types of things I've teach you. Here's a cheat sheet. Here's some high protein foods. That's where I really help you. I pledge for my honesty and my transparency as a coach, and my clients that are honest and transparent with me see the best results. So the ones that say, Rach, I need help. Rachel, I'm struggling with this, or I'm having a hard time understanding this. If you tell me, I can help you. If you don't tell me, I can't help you. And those are the clients that think, well, I don't want to bother her, or I should know this on my own. Just get out of your way. You have me. This is what I'm for. I answer my questions. I tell everyone I have a 24-hour rule. So if in 24 hours, I'll get back to you. But it is, it's there. That's within my group. You have high expectations of me, and as my clients, I have high expectations of you all. If you don't think you can apply and do this and put yourself in, then you wouldn't be a good fit, honestly, because I check in every day. I look for you. I expect you to show up. So that's kind of my thing. I give you my all, and I expect that from you, because if you truly want results, that's what I want to deliver. So there's a lot of that. And then my next thing on my shirt says rest. We are big on rest and faster way. Like I said, our workouts are 30 minutes or less. We only work out 5 days a week. We have, if you want to do more, you can do like a yoga, Pilates, stretch thing, but we don't need to be taxing our bodies. We focus on gut rest, which is gut health. We're resting our gut for 12 to 16 hours and really promoting hormone balance and energy. We're resting our bodies. I love for all my women to focus on sleep. Sleep is a huge factor with fat loss. It sounds so silly. It sounds so impossible. It sounds like, Rach, why are you talking about this? But if you haven't learned about the benefits of sleep or noticed that, you will. When I first started Faster Way, I felt so good. I had a hard time going to sleep at night. So I was like, oh gosh, I just feel like I could do so many things. So your energy is going to be so great. But I really love wanting my women on a good sleep wake cycle. You should be going down around the same time each night. Our body naturally, our circadian rhythm naturally produces melatonin in the evening when things start getting darker. So if it is 9 o'clock and your body's saying, all right, it's time to slow down. And if we keep avoiding that. So, which is blue light, stimulating, working on TV, all these things. Laundry's fine, but that's got to be done. But we notice we are telling our melatonin, not now, not now. So we're not honoring our hormone release. So this can kind of disrupt our hormones. Same thing in the morning. I want you waking up at the same time, roughly each morning, because when you wake up, your cortisol is released. We want our cortisol to have a nice spike and a nice drop. If we're not waking, it's hard to get on that rhythm. So just like you would sleep train your child, you want it to be nice and dark, and that the same thing applies for mama. So resting helps with all those hormones as well. Those are the main pillars of the program. I want you drinking water. We'll discuss that. Fasting, I'll discuss that with you, what's appropriate for fasting and what's not. My journey as a Faster Way client, I'm going to prove this wrong. I know this is not going to work for me. I've tried everything in the past. Why will eating more and working out less help me? I was very negative, limited belief with it all. I remember I would sit and tell Blake, like, there is no way I'm going to lose weight. I swear to you, I'm getting fatter. I don't know if anybody else has ever felt like that, but I was like, I have to eat more food. That's when I did. And thank God I took my 6-week pictures, because you see yourself every day. You don't really notice that change as much. And I didn't have 50 pounds to lose. So I didn't lose 10 to 20 pounds in those 6 weeks. My body moves differently, and I respect that for every woman. But I was just like, I don't know. And then I took my pictures and I was like, oh my gosh. So seeing that change, and also I felt so much better. I began to have so much more energy. I noticed that I didn't want to take a nap as soon as I could get the boys to lay down. I didn't want to mom them off of the couch. I was cool with going out and playing. I just felt better. I felt clearer. I felt more positive. If you don't know, 90% of your serotonin is released from your gut. Serotonin is your happy hormone, that regulates mood, body temperature, so many things. So the healthier your gut is, the more serotonin you're releasing, so the better you're going to feel. So I love those benefits as well. When did you start to feel? Okay, so yeah, I felt better during the 6-week class. I felt clearer. I had a lot of brain fog. I started every single morning of my life with a large glass of milk and a Belvita full of gluten processed breakfast cracker. So once I got rid of all of that, I started to think clear in the morning, like, oh, I remembered my tasks and what I was doing. And I just felt fresher. I felt a lot lighter. And then after the 6 weeks, when I saw those results, I really am like, okay, I'm feeling this. I did not work out during the 6-week class. I was COVID, didn't have a gym, and I'm not crazy about working out at home with my children. So I only worked out 3 or 4 times, so I really appreciated the fact that I trusted the nutrition and could know that could work for my body, and that workouts are going to be next level. Honestly, I tell my clients, I want you to start out with nutrition and trust that, and then we can take it to workouts once you get there. I want to meet you where you are. I don't want this to be overwhelming or stressful for your life, because it's not. It's beautiful. It enhances who you are. It does not hinder who you are. So we've somehow overcomplicated nutrition and movement all of our lives, and it's really not that simple, not that hard. So that's kind of that. That was my journey. If anyone has any questions, send me some more. I often get, do I have to work out? No. Do I have to follow the meal plan? No. Those are there for visual, for help. If you're not working out at all, let's focus on nutrition, and let's really focus on that. Workouts can be done. You can follow the video, or you can put on your own music and read the written, whatever you like to do. And do meals that work for your family. You can eat out with. You're going to learn how to eat. Pick your whole foods, pick your restaurants, work on your water, a lot of those main things. But if we don't have any more questions, I'm going to keep it brief. My next class will be, okay, that's a really good one. Do I have to be dairy-free and gluten-free? This goes back along with the workouts. Dairy-free and gluten-free are a huge part of our program. I want every single woman to do that for the 6 weeks. The reason being is dairy and gluten are highly processed, highly modified foods. They're not whole foods. A pure clean milk is, but cheese, sour cream, like yogurts have a ton of sugar if you haven't looked lately. They're all processed. Gluten's processed. So I like to trim that out, and it pushes you into eating more whole foods for your proteins, fats, and carbs. Because I could get my carb goal in a minute with a English muffin for breakfast, or a big muffin, and then white bread sandwich for lunch, and then tonight have white pasta. But that is all processed food. That is going to cause inflammation in your body. And we know that systemic inflammation, causes joint pain, irritability, mood, and is a precursor for diabetes, cancer, and heart disease. So I love to have you not inflamed. I was a very pro cheeser. That held me back too. My cheese and milk. I just said I drank milk every single morning. That was my main staple of protein. I have mamas that come and their main protein is cheese sticks, their kids' cheese sticks. So it pushes you into eating a chicken breast, a full form of natural protein. So, but like I said, if that's something you love, I want you to have that. I want you to have your cheese that you love. So now how I enjoy dairy is when I'm at a restaurant, I enjoy the spinach and artichoke dip or something. That's now simply my treat. I know that I don't have an allergy to dairy or gluten, but there are things that I will put in my life in moderation. Again, I'm having a birthday party this weekend. I'm going to eat a cupcake, but those aren't staples in my life. And I want you to learn how to eat without eating those foods. So that is a good one. Um, is there water packs that can be used? On the video for the pantry clean out, they focus on bottle or can water. Okay, so this is another thing in my life. I also agree in moderation. I want the majority of your water that you're consuming each day to be fresh, clear, regular water. If you want to add a flavor pack in, I think that's fine. I would just have you do like one a day. That doesn't need to be your main source of water. I don't know if you've had electrolytes. Electrolytes are a really great thing that I love and push. Electrolytes are a great way to hydrate our body. A lot of times when we drink water, it just kind of stays in our belly and makes us pee. Electrolytes are full of salt, which is a good salt. Salt loves water. Here's a little chemistry. Osmosis and diffusion. It's going to pull water into the cell, and it's going to transport it all over your body, skin, organs, muscles. So electrolytes really help take that water from the gut and move it all to the body. So I'm pro electrolytes. I drink those in the morning. If you're drinking a mix in or a flavor packet, and you want to do it during your fasting hours, it needs to be sugar free. So you can look at those, but they're getting cleaned up. Our flavor enhancers are beginning to get more cleaner, sugar free, dye free, less stuff. I think a simple practice is putting lemon or fruit in your water. That's a really good clean option, but that's another rabbit hole. So yeah, just stick that to one a day. Um, Okay. I think we're here. I think I'm going to send a lot of this to some girls on the replay. My next class is May 6th. I have a $20 off coupon code for that. The full 6-week class is $249. Within that includes the daily connection to me. You're going to have my accountability group, and the May 6th class. We are all having our own app. So you'll have your own app to communicate with our group and my daily information and my check-in. You'll have the Faster Way app with your workouts and meal plans. So that includes your workouts, meal plans, my customization for your nutrition, and my daily accountability and coaching. After the 6-week class, if you love it, you can remain in the program with what's called our VIP program, and that's monthly. It's the same thing, just a continuum of what you're doing. If you do not wish to continue after the 6 weeks, you'll have everything you need to know in those 6 weeks to do it independently. So it's not like I'm going to give you half of it and make you continue my class to learn more. You learn everything in the 6 weeks that you need to know. But for those that enjoy the accountability, they enjoy the community, they enjoy the workouts, they enjoy the app, they enjoy having me at all access, the VIP program is really great for that. A lot of women see a change at 6 weeks. Most women see the most change around 12 weeks. So I really, whatever you choose, a 3 month is a really good habit builder. After that point, they kind of know their food. I know macro tracking is really intimidating. I speak with women a lot about this. And guess what? It's kind of a bore and a chore, and I don't want you doing it forever. I value and push my clients to be tracking so good that eventually you don't have to. And I like them for the track like 2 or 3 days a week just to make sure they're on track, to get to where you know that I'm eating out. This is around 30 grams here, 30 grams there. I've got it, nailed my macros. I want this to be freeing for you. So I don't want you to track your food every single day until you're 97 years old. That's not my vision. I want you knowing your food, tracking mindfully, keeping up with it. So know that that is not my expectation to be a stuck to your phone all the time. So that's another thing. But okay, I keep saying I'm going to wrap this up. But the code Belly Blast is for $20 off of the class starting May 6th. I'll attach the link, send you the link, message me after you've watched this, and send me any more questions. Yeah? Okay. Candy, did you have a question? I see you're on here. No? Okay. Well, you can message me anything later.
I was registering. No, I actually worked a lot of hours this last week. I worked 4/12s, so I'm just now plugging in and trying to catch up. So no question.
Oh, for the Belly Blast. Perfect.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good. You're welcome. I'm glad you're here. And while you're in, if you can screenshot some things, I would like to download some things so you can really take some time and learn. So use all the benefits you have with that. Okay. Well, girls, we're going to end this. Thanks for being here. The code is Belly Blast, and the 6-week link is there, or you can send it to me later. So, all right. Have a good day.